shall we go away from the horror for a little bit, you know, kind of pick up the mood?
Yeah, let me ask a quick question. Who here likes giant robots? Alright. Who here likes parallel dimensions? Who here likes almost an attention with your hair on the
I think this is right up your alley.
I think so.
Alright, shall I?
Yes, Captain. This was released in the year 1999 and 13 episodes.
Dual parallel trouble adventure.
If anyone has ever had tech TV, then you possibly know this. So pretty much, getting to the story a little bit, by station of event, construction will try to work to accidentally split the universe into by coming across a strange artifact. If it glows, don't touch it.
That's kind of, you know, common sense 101. If it's sitting there, if it's sitting there glowing, don't touch it. You know, unless you have like a radioactive suit.
In one universe, okay. Artifacts is used to develop human technology in a strange and new direction. Hey, why not? And the others, everything's normal. Years later, Professor Sonata tried to prove the existence of a parallel universe, and his daughter Omake Ikuze of a classmate, cousin, who claims to see giant fighting robots accidentally triggering the Professor's device. He now finds himself in that parallel universe where Rada is trying to conquer the world. He fights with Earth Defense Command and a giant robot. To compare it a little bit, think of it of Evangelion or Gundam mixed with Tenshin Muyo. Okay. But, I'm sorry, but if you look out the window of your van, only see robots fighting and then they disappear, either you don't have sleep, you're tripping on something, or maybe you need to go see a doctor.
I don't know, there are some medicines that have side effects, so.
So the last time I took some of that, my club sandwich was singing in an Elvis Presley voice when I opened the fridge. That's a night I don't want to relive.
Yeah, if that's the case, I'll just take the condition. So, going on the mech series, let's go ahead and add in another one. Not exactly parallel universes or anything like that, but it's definitely interesting. There's actually people that know this one. Who does? Okay, that's a lot more than I was actually thinking, because I know I've said this, talking about, you know, Better Man for a while, and people are just kind of like, wait, what? You do a search for Better Man, the first thing that comes up is Pearl Jam, and I'm like, oh god. Can it be a Better Man? So, this came out in 1999. It has an episode count of 14. The series itself takes place in the year 2006. Yeah, we missed it a bit. Keita is the protagonist. He's a stereotypical bumbling male, glasses, shy, etc. Who is surprised to find his childhood crush, named Noki, has moved back to town. She now works for, here's the funny part, Akamatsu Industrial Company, or AIC. Yes, the anime company name as well. Piloting large robots called neuronoids. These neuronoids run on a linker gel, which is a type of artificial blood. Wow, this sounds familiar. Shinji, where are you? No, it's Shinji that grew a spine. Oh. Don't owe me! Don't owe me!
Come on, that little bastard became a god.
Shinji needed a strap-on spine.
Hey, he became a god.
But they fight monsters called Alternons. Keita's found to be Yeah.
Suck on
It
that.
is found to be a dual kind who's able to completely synchronize with these robots. Now, where have I heard that before?
Well, the sketches with these, you usually need two pilots, one in the top cockpit, one in the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Except Tato, he doesn't need that. He's one that can run it on his own. He's a multitasker.
A red mage, if you will.
Battery has ADHD, one of the two. But an interesting note behind this is the fact of they, I guess, programmed in their own Deus Ex Machina in the form of Better Man Lamia, a guy who can transform into the bioweapon Better Man Nebula, who always swoops in just in the nick of time to save the day. For a little bit, at least. But it's definitely an underrated mech series. It's one of the, well, I guess out of like pretty much all of them, it's actually one of the better ones out there. I mean, granted, it has some recycled ideas, LCL, but it's definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it before.
It really is. The coloring work to it is good. Everything is.
It's a lot more suspenseful than Ava, dude. Because it's one of those things that, okay, well, they're not, you're sitting there watching Ava, and it's one of those, okay, well, they're not exactly going to kill everyone. Holy crap. Okay, so they did that. And here it's one of those, okay, they're kind of in trouble. Oh, God, they're screwed. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to be there. Isn't that supposed to be attached? So, it definitely has a lot darker moments. It can be more lighthearted at times, but it definitely has more suspenseful and darker moments, which I think definitely earns a mention and a nod during the panel. Yeah. Oh God! Between that and let's see, the first episode of The Ninth Doctor. Mannequins have now scarred me for life.
You're welcome.
Alright, that's not enough fun.
No, I was just snapping and agreeing with nice talk
I feel like I was doing like that.
But yeah, the Algernons are not exactly like the giant angel type deals. Instead, they will just invade whatever they can at that point in time, and it becomes a lot harder for them to track down.
Alright, Eric, I've got a question.
Alright, you want me to go ahead and start with the next one while you're coming back?
Go ahead and load it up.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Come out.
On the subject of Doctor Who, it seems to kind of come to life. Did you see the Legion Angel episode?
I can't go near statues anymore.
Walk away! Walk away!
He's in a hole. Good job.
He's in the hole.
Yeah.